Libby.
With Anton and...
Libby.
Hello, Libby. How are you this afternoon?
Good.
Are you ready to talk a little bit about what you have been doing lately?
Sure.
And I have a list of things here that you wanted to talk about on this episode of Questions for Libby. And we're going to start with something that's right behind you, which is a Christmas tree, because we are in December and the weather is cold, and so we're about to celebrate.
Yeah, Christmas.
Yes, so you wanted to talk about Christmas, and what is it about Christmas that you like?
I like it when I can see people that I don't see a lot because they're always really far away. And I love that. I love decorating.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So that
and
Christmas...
I love waiting for the excitement on Christmas Eve. Like the excitement that you have of when you know that tomorrow's going to be Christmas Day and you're going to wake up and you know Santa's come.
Oh, that's wonderful, absolutely. And you said decorations, and that tree that you see back there, is that a tree that you helped decorate?
Yes.
Okay, what did you put on there?
Ornaments and lights and apparently beads.
And beads as well, yeah. And also around the house there's a lot of decorations.
Yes.
And so who are you going to see this Christmas that you're really looking forward to seeing?
Probably Oscar.
Oh, and who's Oscar?
My cousin.
Oh, okay, and he's coming, right?
Yes.
So what do you think you're going to do when Oscar is here?
Well, it depends on what he brings, what we bring, and what the weather is like.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are a lot of things that we did last time, and he might bring some parachutes, and last time we dropped parachutes from the top of the stairs.
Oh, I see.
And if you caught it, you got a point, and if you didn't, the person who dropped it got a point. So that was one of the games we played.
Well, it sounds like you had a lot of fun, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sure you're looking forward to that. Now, what are your wishes for this Christmas? Do you have any special wishes for the people out there, or for yourself, or for your family?
I hope that people have a great Christmas, because Christmas is the time to let go and kind of celebrate the holidays, be together. So I hope that everyone watching Roy has a Merry Christmas, because you have to have a good time. And if you don't, it's not really Christmas.
That is true. I agree with that. And are you expecting any special presents this Christmas? Any gifts?
Well, that's hard because I never know if he's gonna be able to bring everything.
Mm-hmm. But is there one thing that you're expecting, that you're excited about? Something that you've asked for, that you think that maybe it is pretty likely that you're gonna receive?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really expecting anything.
Good.
But if he does bring some presents, I'm expecting a few things from my list.
Okay. Can you share one thing maybe from your list that you can remember?
Well, I I did want this fake pig. It's not like a stuffed plush thing, but it has lights and sounds, and I really wanted that.
Okay, so we'll see. We'll see if Santa can bring that. You know, one of the things that I like the most about Christmas is the music of Christmas.
Yeah.
Are there any Christmas songs that you like in particular that are your favorite?
I really like a lot of the songs, but I do like the first Noel and things like fun classics.
Mm-hmm. Like Blue Christmas.
Yeah, stuff like that, and a few new things too.
Okay, that's good. So, what else do you want to say about Christmas, or do you want to move to the next subject that you have chosen for the broadcast today?
Well, before we move to the next subject, I would like to talk about some of the decorating, because the decorating's really fun
Mm-hmm.
to me, and I always want to do it again after it's done. I want to put ornaments on the tree. I want to put up the tinsel, and I want to decorate my room again with all the lights and figures.
You know, your room looks beautiful, Libby, and it's all full of lights, and at night it looks pretty when I go in there and sing to you.
It's really fun. I love the lights because I just really think that lights are fun. And I love to watch them at night because they're really fun to look at.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the lights are very fun part of decorating.
Mm-hmm.
And the figures too. Some hard parts I would say are tinsel
Mm-hmm.
and things like that, because you have to have like a ladder and stuff to put it up usually. So that's something kind of annoying. But I like putting figures in places and plushes in places and deciding, because that's really fun.
What kind of figures do you?
I have 3 wise men figures, Santa plushes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like figures.
Well, I think you've done I don't think the audience can see this because we can't go around the house to show, but I think you've done a wonderful job decorating. So I want to congratulate you on that. So the next topic that I have here on the list for the broadcast today for questions for Libby is books.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about the books that you have been reading lately? Well, what are some of the books that you have been reading the past few weeks?
Well, I've been reading this book from the Dodo. They usually make videos, but I have 2 books from them. And there's one about a dog named Nubby, and he lost his front legs. And I really like that story because it has dogs, but also because, I mean, it shows people that he's able to live a happy life. And I really like it because I think Nubby's really special. And I like that book.
Yeah, Nubby is a very special book, and I know that you've been reading that to yourself. And then there are other books that you have been sharing with Mom and with Daddy. What about, the books about Cat Campbell and about...
Oh, those witch books. I've been reading witch books. We've been reading witch books.
Like, for example, what examples do you have?
Like, we're reading The Marvelous Magic of Miss Mabel right now. And it's about a girl in, I think, like the 1890s. and she knows magic. And from the past books that we've read, it really goes like into like this point. But I do think that this one is really interesting because this is the 1890s, and so it's the oldest book so far. I think the oldest book is the book we haven't read yet out of all the four ones.
Oh, the one that goes back into the Middle Ages, right?
Yeah, that one goes into the Middle Ages. They don't have brooms.
So you've been reading about witches like Poppy Pendle and Cat Campbell and now Miss Mabel. What do you like about those books about witches?
I like that it's magical, and there's always something about the person that just kind of makes it interesting. Like in Poppy, she doesn't really want to do magic. She wants to do baking. And in Cat, she doesn't have magic, but she gets it, but her mom doesn't want her to do it. And Mabel, she likes to experiment a lot, and people don't like that, and so she...
Does she get into trouble because she experiments?
Yes.
Can you give an example of some experiment that she's done?
She made chocolate flavored liver, and then that was a problem.
But I think that's a good thing, chocolate flavored liver, because if you don't like liver, but you like chocolate. So what was the problem? Why was that a problem that she made chocolate flavored liver? I think that's a great thing.
Because you shouldn't experiment, and they have a strict curriculum, and everyone was rushing to get the liver.
Oh, you mean in her school? Oh, so there are rules that she's not following. Okay, well, I'm glad that you like those witch books, which are by Natasha Lowe is the name of the author. Any other books that you've been reading?
Don't really think so.
What about Anne?
That one, right? We're reading Anne of Avonlea.
So do you like
Anne of the Island?
Anne of the Island, because we've read Anne of Avonlea and we've read Anne of Green Gables. So do you like Anne Shirley?
Yes.
What do you like about that character?
I like that she's very imaginative, but I think that through the past 3 books, this 12-year-old girl turns into someone who's a little different, and she lost a little bit of her imagination through the books, I think, which is kind of sad, because I love her imagination. She still has it, but she's lost an important part of it.
Why do you think that she has lost a little bit of the imagination?
Well, when she was 12, she really loves to pretend stuff and do all kinds of stuff like that. But now that she's going to college, she's just kind of a more grown-up Anne, which means that she's lost a little bit of her imagination because of that.
So do you think that when people grow up, they lose a little bit of their imagination sometimes?
Yes.
Now, you have a lot of imagination. You're very imaginative. Do you think that you're going to lose some of your imagination when you grow up, or do you think you're going to keep most of it?
I think I'm going to lose a little bit of it.
And is that okay with you?
I don't know, because I don't like losing, imagination, because imagination is really fun. So as long as it's a little bit, I guess it's fine with me, but if it's not, I am not fine with it.
Is there anything that you are learning from these books that you're reading, or is there like a teaching that some of these books have?
Yeah, a lot of these books have morals.
So what does that mean?
It tells you something. It's like a lesson that you learn from a story. So they do have morals. A few of these have morals.
do you identify with some of the characters? Is there anything about some of these characters that you think is similar to something that you do or something that you have?
I think my connection with Mabel is that I love to experiment. I have a lot of imagination, and we have bookmarks that have very important things. And one of the things, it says dare to push boundaries and fly against the wind for hers. And she does that, and I think I do that too.
Hmm. That's I would definitely say that you do that, and I think that's a good thing. Would you recommend that people read those books if anybody is watching this or listening to this?
Yes, I do recommend that they read those books if they can get a hold of them, because they're really fun and interesting.
Do you like reading books?
Yes.
Why do you like reading books?
Because they're full of things that you can imagine. It opens your mind to another adventure. I like that, and that's why I chose this topic.
Hmm. Is there anything else about books that you want to add before we move on to the final topic of today's broadcast?
I think I'm good.
Okay, well, the next topic in a way is a little bit related because it also has to do with art. And in this case, your topic is music.
Yes.
So why did you choose the topic of music?
For two reasons. I couldn't think of something for the last topic, but also because I really love music, and I think music is it's special in a way.
Why is music special?
Well, it just kind of explains something in a fun way, in an imaginative way.
Uh-huh.
And I like that.
Okay, so I know that you like listening to music, and I definitely know who your favorite singer is.
Yes.
Would you share that with the people out there?
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley.
Definitely.
Why do you like Elvis Presley so much?
I cannot explain that.
You cannot explain that?
That's something I cannot explain.
But how do you feel when you listen to an Elvis song or you watch an Elvis movie?
Great. The only thing about the Elvis movies are, they're a little stupid.
You mean that the stories are not very compelling, maybe?
They're not very realistic.
Mm-hmm, that is true.
So I think that's something about the movies I may not like.
But what do you how do you feel when you listen to an Elvis song like Blue Suede Shoes?
I feel great.
You feel great?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, another reason maybe why you chose to talk about music is because you are learning to play music yourself.
Oh yeah.
Tell the people out there a little bit about that.
Well, I'm learning to play guitar.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how long I've been playing. I got a guitar for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember when I started, but it's been really fun. And I think it's really interesting that I can play the guitar, which not many people play at an age of 8.
Okay.
And I think it's really interesting because not many people play the guitar. A lot of people play the piano and things like that.
But you like the guitar?
Yes.
And what is it about the guitar that you like? Why do you like the guitar as opposed to, I don't know, the piano or some other instrument?
Well, I mean, the guitar can be hard, but it's really fun. And when you get to listen to the songs you make, it's pretty cool. And also, I think it's very fun to be learning it, and especially when it's an instrument that I really like.
Okay. And can you tell the people out there, for example, what kind of music you are playing? Like, are there any songs that you're learning how to play, or
I
because you've been
think
playing, I think, for about 3 months.
Jingle Bells.
Jingle Bells.
And things like that.
Now, one thing that I really like that you play is this thing called the E-ride.
Oh yeah, I really like it, and it's been really fun because it starts with just one page and another page, putting it together, then getting a rhythm, then getting a track to play with.
You're getting a track to play with.
Yes.
So what does that mean, getting a track to play with?
So there's this music, and I get to play along with it. I play the E-ride with the rhythm, with the music on the basically audio.
Oh, I see.
Sort of track, basically.
Good. Do you? Well, right now you're playing the acoustic guitar,
Yes.
right? Does it feel difficult to do that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And do you like practicing? Not so much?
Not really.
But you do like playing?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's really fun because after I know how to do this, I know that I can explore things.
Mm-hmm.
And even, if I really want to know something but I can't do it, it just gives lets my curiosity go to another level. Like, I want to know how E-ride would sound with an electric guitar, because that would be pretty interesting. But that's something that probably isn't gonna happen.
Well, maybe not right away, but if you can play an acoustic guitar, you could probably learn to play the electric guitar as well.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same.
And you're learning also to read notes, not just to play tunes, right?
To read notes. I just said that because an electric guitar is kind of hard to get.
Oh, you mean to buy an electric guitar?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you're serious about it and you keep practicing, maybe in the future you will get an electric guitar, and obviously it sounds different.
Yes, it does sound very different than an acoustic guitar.
So would you recommend that people out there learn to play the guitar or to play any instrument?
Yeah, I think they should play an instrument. It can be popular, it can be something that's not, but playing an instrument is fun. And if you don't even play an instrument, I think there's an instrument that you could use called your voice for singing.
Do you like singing?
Yes.
So that is true, because sometimes people forget that singing is also a way to make music, and you can if you sing well, it's as difficult, if not more, than learning how to play an instrument,
Yeah,
right?
and when you become a professional singer, that gets really hard because you have to learn a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
And you have to get promoted too.
Oh, you mean promoted in order to make a record, and to do concerts and things like that?
Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Libby. Well, we've been talking for quite a while, and we've covered all the different topics that
Like a while at all.
it hasn't, right? No, it's always so much fun to talk to you on Questions for Libby. So in order to wrap it up and finish this episode, I would like for you to do two things, and one of them is to just send a message to everybody out there, for Christmas or for the New Year or anything like that. What would you say to the listeners out there?
I hope you have a good holiday. I mean, because people celebrate a lot of holidays. So I hope whichever holiday you celebrate, that you have a great holiday, because it's really fun to have holidays, and especially when you can just stop and have a fun time. So I hope you guys have a great holiday.
Okay, that's the one thing that I wanted you to do, because I know a lot of people out there really, like you say, have different holidays and they're getting ready to celebrate them, and so they love to hear from you. And then also, I would like to see if maybe, there are some people out there who may not speak English, who may be listening to this. Maybe they speak Spanish, and would you like to wish a Merry Christmas or a Happy Holiday to people who may be listening who speak Spanish?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Feliz Navidad.
Muy bien, Libby. Okay, well, I think it's time to wrap up this edition of Questions for Libby. What would you like to say to the audience in wrapping up?
It's been really fun recording this episode of Questions for Libby, because the last time we did, we were being able to be outside, and now it's really cold. So it's fun to do Questions for Libby, and when you just kind of forget about it and it comes back to you, it's like, oh hey, you remember this? Let's do another one of these. So I'm so glad that I remembered this so we could do a Questions for Libby, and today became really fun because I thought this day would be actually kind of boring because we had nothing to do, but it's fun.
It definitely is fun, Libby. I love spending time with you and doing something like this, so thank you for suggesting it, and happy holidays, everyone.
Bye.
Feliz Navidad. Adios. Bye-bye.